I'm Bambi Francisco with this segment of Lessons from Entrepreneurs, and I'm joined by Adam Seelig. He's the CEO of Visible Technologies. Adam, you joined Visible Technologies last year when they had 7 people, and now it's grown to 50 people. What are some of the lessons you can share with the audience about how you build a company from basically quadruple it, the size of the employee base anyway?
Well, I think that when a company grows at that level, there are lots of things that happen that weren't part of the original expectation. And working with the founding group and understanding, creating a team environment between that leadership team to help you grow is the only way to do it successfully.
So if you were to give 3 pieces of advice to somebody who's going to jump into a similar position, what would they be?
Number 1, be flexible. That's really important. The expectations that were probably set with you when you came on board are not going to be what you're going to find within 2 or 3 months. If at all possible, especially in the early days, try to build a strong relationship with those founders and understand if you can work together going forward. If you can, that definitely helps in the first phase of the organization. And number 3 is work hard. Spend a lot of time, because it doesn't happen without a lot of personal investment in all areas of the business. So you can't really walk into a situation like that and think that working 9 to 5, you've come in to act like a more traditional organization. The transition from a startup to a more traditional organization is a really long one, and you have to be patient and you have to get your hands dirty to make it happen and make it successful.
Who inspires you as an entrepreneur?
That's a good question. I don't have an answer to that off the bat. What I really, from my personal experience, I have some entrepreneurs that I look to, and when I look to the founders that I've worked with in my organization, what I take out of it is their passion for the business that is unrelenting. So I work with Dean Graziano at my current company. At my former company, there was a gentleman by the name of David Dreyfus, and they have an ability to have energy and inspiration for the business that is completely necessary to get you from that 7 people to that 50 people, and that is something to be definitely respected, and it's another critical area to help grow a business from a very small state into a larger organization.
So many entrepreneurs learn from failures or mistakes. Can you look to one right now that's really helped you become a better entrepreneur or manager?
Well, sure. We've all made lots of bad decisions. I think one of the tricks is to understand what is a critical decision and what are bad decisions. So we've made estimates in terms of when product would be done and how many clients we can ramp up. I've made those mistakes. You have to be careful with your language and what you tell people and what you tell clients. And what I've learned out of this process is, especially in the early days, not to give hard deadlines when they don't have to be given, because it's very difficult in a technology company in particular in that state to meet that and to meet every possible expectation that you hoped you would achieve when you started that process. So my lesson out of the process is to not just be flexible with yourself, but try to get your investors, your initial clients, to be open with them, be flexible with them, so that they can understand where you stand and they can evolve with you. If you're we're going to accomplish this on this date, you're going to be wrong, even if you have the best intentions, and that's going to hurt your relationships with critical partners in the early stage.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing your story. I've been speaking with Adam Seelig. He's the CEO of Visible Technologies. I'm Bambi Francisco.